Hi, my name is Nonima Tikela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Idrama ke sana. While uRamsipile was busy with a cross-exam, re-exam yakhe. We'll talk about the re-exam later. But one thing that caught my attention was when uJudge Ratha saying, "Hayini," he was like, sorry, Judge Ratha did this. Sorry, and I don't want to interrupt you. I remember accused number two's cell phone being brought to court. Advocate Ramsipile, cell phone, where? In this court? Maybe I was absent because I don't recall a cell phone being brought to court. Even in my dreams, I don't recall seeing Mr. Ndanzi's phone brought to court. Judge Rata, maybe you were absent. Hello, wasn't a cell phone brought to this court as evidence? The state kept quiet. Judge Rata, okay, Kondi. Say, what the hell was that? What the hell was that? What on earth was that, guys? Hi, Bo. Whose father is this? He's inventing another thing now. Hayini. Azange ndahleka kanje but hayibo. But at the same time, as I was laughing, I got pissed at the same time, guys, because I'm like, this is how he keeps reinventing his events ezingakhange zenzeke. This is how he does. He says, I listen in this courtroom. That's what he does. He will say, I listen. That time, lento ayithethayo ayikhange yenzeke and ayikho. Just like today, when did i-cellphone kaNtanzi has ever been brought in court? When? He is so sure. And ke ngoku, lama mene, I want to know, my lord, it has never happened. uRamsipile uthi, hayi, inoba mna ndandingekho. And then yena uthi, yeah, inoba wawungekho. No, wayekhe akabikho nini uRamsipile. Wayekhe akabikho nini. Hayibo lo tata. Hayi sana. Yabona leyo indishoke to the core ke sandaqonda hayi siqhela ukwenzelwa uqhela ukwenza kwenzeke sana. So there are three critical elements colliding at once, and colliding at once. Sorry. One, the judge introduces memory as evidence. When Judge Rata Mokgoatlheng says, I remember I choose number two's cell phone being brought to court, he is stepping into dangerous territory. A judge's role is to evaluate evidence on record, not introduce personal recollection that is not formally recorded, not referenced through exhibits, not confirmed by either part. That's already a procedural red flag. These are the red flags that are always there in that courtroom because he does this regularly, that data lower. Now, the second thing, Ramsipile shuts it down fast. He shuts it down immediately. He responds in precision, cell phone where? In this court, then escalates, even in my dreams, I don't recall. That line wasn't just sarcasm. It was a strategic legal strike. What he's really saying is there is no evidential record of that phone. If it exists, prove it properly. You cannot smuggle evidence through memory. That's elite courtroom control. The third thing there was that the state goes silent. They go silent, and this was, for me, one bomb ever for the day. When the judge turns to the prosecution and they say nothing, that silence is devastating. Because if the phone was properly entered as evidence, the state should instantly say exhibit number, witness who introduced it, chain of custody. But they didn't. That creates a very dangerous inference. The phone may not exist as properly admitted evidence. And balibele kuthula abathethi abanqandi bathulile. Now, legal implications is big, all of it nje. Firstly, breakdown in a chain of custody narrative. In this trial, the cell phone is not just a device, it's supposed to link accused into communication, support movement or location, potentially corroborate confessions. If the court cannot confirm it was even properly introduced, then there is no evidential foundation. Any argument relying on it becomes speculative. Secondly, judge neutrality gets questioned a lot. When a judge suggests evidence, then retreats when challenged without ruling or clarifying, it creates an impression of uncertainty, or worse, unintentional alignment with the state's narrative. That's what he was doing. That's exactly the kind of thing that becomes appeal material later. I don't think that man understands the blunders that he creates in that courtroom. Thirdly, defense gains serious leverage. Advocate Ramusipile now has ammunition to argue the state case is not grounded in verified exhibits. There are gaps between what is said and what is proven. The court itself is unclear on key evidence. That's how reasonable doubt is built brick by brick. Now, the most important moment, this slide, maybe you were absent. Judge, that was a misstep from his side because it shifts the burden subtly onto the defense as if they missed something. Ramusipile flips it instantly. No, if it exists, show it. And the state fails to show it. That's a clean tactical win for the defense. Now, what this means for the state case, if the issue is pushed further, it can lead to a formal demand. Where is the exhibit? Where is the SEP 13 entry? Who handles the phone? Exposure of misdocumentation, weak chain of custody, possible reconstruction of evidence narrative. And once that door opens, it doesn't just affect the phone, it infects the entire investigation credibility. Now, the bigger pattern here that we've been tracking with the evidence and everything that happens in that court, this moment fits perfectly into the pattern that I've been calling out in this entire trial. Missing or unclear SEPS registers, OB, SEP 13, SEP 14, witnesses unsure about evidence origin, investigative narrative not matching documentation, court not forcing strict procedural clarity. This is process contamination in real time. And I don't think Maratana understood that. I don't think he did. I don't think he understood what was happening there. It just happened. You know what I like about this case? What I like about this case is that there will be moments, there will be gold, black gold, or diamond that will just pop out of nowhere and expose the big hidden things of this case. That's what I like about it. And every day and all the time, it happens, guys. It happens. Now, judge introduces unverified memory. Defense demands record-based proof. State fails to respond. Judge retreats. Now, the result of that, state credibility takes a hit there. Defense strengthens reasonable doubt. Potential appellate issue quietly born once again, because there's a long list of reasons why appeal will be the best pele, it will be so easy. It will be so easy, guys. Yo, Ujudge Rata bethuda, Ujudge Rata. Hey. No, that will always go viral, guys, because what? He did what? Anabhongo lakhe. Me, andinalo ibhongo lakhe. I am still shocked, Glenda Mchopeko, because, Haibo, what do you mean now? What do you mean now ukuthi kwenzeke kanjalo? Hayi ke sana yenzekile. He said yena he has seen iphone ka-accused number 2. Ntanzi went nuts. He could not express himself. He went nuts sitting there in that chair. I don't know if you saw how Bongani Ntanzi was. He was so angry. He got pissed. Oh, he got pissed. Today, he was not okay with the lies. He was not handling them very well. He was like, his face was saying, I doesn't Hey. I don't know about you, but today was just too much, guys. This day was just too much. Everything about today was a lot. I don't know about you, but I will see you on our next video. Thank you so much. Do enjoy your day. Bye-bye.